Our great Mayor Brandon Johnson, benevolent, smart mayor, caring, progressive, good ideas, wonderful city, the first city, with all different angles of trying to maintain a vibrant big city. It's safe. It's making it a great place to live. He wants to say something about Donald Trump. His Christian beliefs are not allowed to say it. Let me say it for you, my Mayor Johnson. Let me say it for Mayor Johnson. Donald Trump, you are a piece of shit. You file frivolous lawsuits. You are a pedophile. You're running around with Jeffrey Epstein. You are the most corrupt president. No, the most corrupt human being on the face of the earth. You are the most. You sexually assaulted women. You attack black women that stand up, up to you and hold you accountable. You're afraid of black women. So I know you're afraid of black men. So you're afraid of Mayor Johnson. You're afraid of our women. You are terrified of our men. Own the minister.
I really want to call him a name. This is further proof that this president has used, the sanctity of our departments within government to politicize them. Look, he said it. He's going to go after his political enemies. He's politicized the, United States military, the National Guard. The president is investigating me for hiring too many black people. Now he's threatening to withhold dollars because we want black children to be successful. I really want to call him a name. But my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is asking me to just stay saved. I really want to call him a name.
Check out what Kyle Kulinski show. Check out what he says should be happening. Although it should have happened during Biden-Harris administration, should have locked this son of a bitch up, should have locked Trump ass up. Kyle thinks that this is coming even greater in 2026 and 2028. After 2028. Check him out. Street Exchanger.
Fight. And so Pritzker is now doing that in his own way. So I do think this is tied to Newsom's fighting, getting all the eyeballs on him, surging in popularity. And so he comes out and he says the following in a press conference. This is interesting.
Finally, to the Trump administration officials who are complicit in this scheme, to the public servants who have forsaken their oath to the Constitution to serve the petty whims of an arrogant little man, to any federal official who would come to Chicago and try to incite my people into violence as a pretext for something darker and more dangerous, we are watching and we are taking names. This country has survived darker periods than the one that we're going through right now, and eventually the pendulum will swing back, maybe even next year. Donald Trump has already shown himself to have little regard for the many acolytes that he has encouraged to commit crimes on his behalf. You can delay justice for a time, but history shows you cannot prevent it from finding you eventually. If you hurt my people, nothing will stop me, not time or political circumstance, from making sure that you face justice under our constitutional rule of law. As Dr. King once said, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. Humbly, I would add, it doesn't bend on its own. History tells us we often have to apply needed to make sure that the arc gets where it needs to go. This is one of those times.
So do you understand what he's saying there? In not so subtle terms, he's saying, when we get back in power, we are going to prosecute you and you're going to prison. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. This is one of the things that I've pointed out, and many others have pointed out, to be fair. This has to be a litmus test for Democrats running in 2028. They need to be on the record. They need to be clear that all of the Trump regime thugs who committed inexcusable and obvious crimes, they got to be put behind bars. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So look, just for argument's sake here, let's give one example. Elon Musk. What did Elon Musk do? Well, he illegally and unconstitutionally cut USAID funding, which in turn will lead to, and I'm not exaggerating here, millions of deaths. When you say no more malaria medication, no more HIV medication, no more of the stuff that saves lives, guess what? Lives aren't saved. People end up dying. That's millions of deaths based off that alone. Don't even get me started on the pediatric cancer research cuts and the cuts to NOAA and the NWS, which led to poor warnings, which led to people dying as a result of extreme weather, cutting Meals on Wheels and the CFPB and the nuclear safety officials and FEMA, firing 83,000 veterans, firing 250,000 public workers overall.
Street Exchanger.
Food safety inspectors, air traffic controllers, scientific research being cut, medical research being cut. So that's one person. Every single penny that was cut by Doge and Elon, every penny was illegal. It was illegal. Because the way it works is Congress passes something, it's signed by the president, that's law, and that's the end of it. Instead, Elon gets in there, world's richest man, by the way, hacks it on the back end and cuts whatever he wants. Okay, well, that's all illegal and you should go to prison for all of that. That's one example. Should I bring up Kristi Noem? Should I bring up Stephen Miller, the Nazi who's actually running our immigration policy? The guy who calls a meeting with the ICE officers and says, what are you doing going after gangs? What are you doing going after human traffickers? No. I want you to go to the fucking Home Depot. I want you to go after the day laborers. That's who I want you. They literally disband the agency that was going after the human traffickers. They disband it. And at the same time, by the way, Trump is allowing El Chapo's family into the country. He's cutting deals with MS-13 so that they don't squeal on the fucking president of El Salvador, Bukele, for the deals he cut with that gang. So Trump is making deals with the worst of the worst, the drug cartels, the rapists, the criminals. At the same time, they're rounding up innocent people, rounding up people like Kilmar Abrego Garcia, rounding up fucking day laborers, rounding up people from hair salons and 7-Elevens. This is who these people are. Every single move that they've done, no due process, no habeas corpus, that's wildly illegal. Wildly. Stephen Miller should be in fucking prison. Donald Trump should be in fucking prison for all of his crimes. Don't even get me started on his. Should we just talk about the massive crypto scam he ran on his own supporters 2 days before he got in office? The $3.4 billion he made since he's been in office? This is all totally illegal against the Emoluments Clause of the Constitution. He doesn't care. He doesn't care because he knows I'm just get away with it. Invading American cities, using the U.S. military against our own citizens, illegally banning flag burning, which is First Amendment protected speech. All this stuff's illegal. What Pritzker is saying here is justice is going to catch up eventually, bitch. It's going to catch up, and there's nothing you can do when it catches up. And this is the sort of swagger that we need. This is the sort of riz, as the kids say, that we need from Democrats who are potentially going to be in power. Clearly, he wants to run in 2028. Clearly, Newsom wants to run in 2028. These are two people who are going to be probably formidable. And they're all jockeying for position here. How can I out-left the other person? How can I? And this is the kind of stuff we need to see. Yeah, it should be a litmus test. Every single Democrat should say Elon Musk should be in fucking prison. Kristi Noem, Stephen Miller, Donald Trump. The list of crimes is fucking endless. On a daily basis, they commit crimes. Daily. But Trump feels like, when you're the president, it's not illegal. I'm the president. I can do what I want. Well, no, you can't. No, you can't. And by the way, if we let them get away with this, the country's cooked. Because then there is no more law. There are no more rules, right? Just the same way that if we let Israel get away with their genocide, there is no more international law. Let's stop pretending here. Why even have the International Criminal Court or the International Court of Justice? Why? It's fake. It's all a game. It's all a veneer of seriousness, but it doesn't function. So we need to hold these people accountable, because if we don't, we live in the worst of all worlds. Dog eat dog, cruel, law of the jungle, might makes right. And I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to live in that world, not at all.
Street James Kyle Kulinski, and I was thinking the same thing. That the crimes that he's committed, he should have been locked up. This should be, like he said, a litmus test. Anybody running for president, any Democrat politician running for any office, at this point on, these people should be locked up. They should be held accountable for all the corrupt, criminal shit they done. I'm so fucking pissed at Biden and Harris having nerve to even run for office again without holding this prick accountable, locking his ass up in 2021 and 2022. Hiring that stupid-ass Attorney General Merrick Garland, soft-ass tissue motherfucker. Yeah. Democrats got to toughen up. J.B. Pritzker, whoever, Newsom, Gavin Newsom, lock these son of a bitches up. This is it. Hold these bitches accountable to the full extent of the law. On the minister. You bitch-ass motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you was a cop or whoever. You lucky your bitch-ass wasn't in Inglewood, some motherfucker. Well, they would have had you out there in Austin. You out there West Garfield. Humble Park. North London. Roseland. Morgan Park. Harvey. You'd have got handed, son. Right there. Right there. You'd have got handed, son. You and the motherfucking cops that were trying to come to your motherfucking rescue. Still a bitch. You lost. Period. Bottom line. Have help. People like me. Brothers fresh out the joint. And no loss. Every time we lost. Big cassette. And soon. Big time. On the minute. Every time. 7. Every time. 7. Every time. 7. Street exchange.